Hey, welcome back. My name is Matthew, and we're playing some Hearthstone.
Uther versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
I will fight with honor.
Alright, Paladin versus Warlock. I think we'll keep the Peacekeeper and the True Silver. This is looking likely to be some kind of a zoo build, but who knows? Maybe it's something new.
Job done.
Perhaps a discard zoo?
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Okay, Mistress of Mixtures. Maybe it's something different.
Reporting for duty.
Not too sure what we're up against yet, but there's a good chance we're going to want to save the Pyromancer equality until super late game. If this is some kind of a handlock, which is looking to be the most likely with the Mistress of Mixtures, then our Peacekeepers are going to be extremely powerful, so we'll hold on to them as well, instead of using them for tempo.
The truth is in here.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So, no quest, but he is playing the Darkshire Librarian. So, he's not playing the discard quest, he's playing the Darkshire Librarian, and he discarded a Violet Illusionist. So, perhaps he's playing some kind of a fatigue deck?
Let me think.
It's interesting. I'm not sure what he's playing.
For justice.
But we may as well get the value heal off of the Mistress. Okay, well, we've seen 3 deathrattle cards, so maybe this is in Zoth Warlock. That's pretty cool. Can safely say I haven't seen one of those before.
For justice.
Reporting for duty.
I suppose if we see a Karen Bloodhoof or something like that, that'll pretty much guarantee what we're up against.
So many possibilities. I wonder.
Almost out of time.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt him. I wonder what he's gonna discover. Let's keep an eye out for the mana cost. 2 mana. Corrupting Mist, okay. Now that goes off at the start of his next turn, so these are guaranteed to die already. So I may as well draw my card, and then push another face damage. And this means that we're incentivized to develop our True Silver this turn, unless we draw something else.
Bring the pain.
battle.
Now our most likely plays going forward are the Vinecleaver and the Tyrion, and both of those give us weapons, so we might not want to play the True Silver.
Let me think. Move quickly.
Yeah, I think we're going to actually just pass this turn completely. So next turn we'll have 7 mana. Even if he develops a big minion, we can play the True Silver and the Altar Peacekeeper together, so
Total corruption.
we really don't gain enough from playing the Tempo True Silver. Okay, this guy's deck is all over the place. He's got Demon Synergy, he's got Discards, Chittering Tunnelers, Death Rattles. I think his deck is a little too diluted to be any good, so I'm not too worried. Now this is a perfect time to play our Vinecleaver.
For justice.
Job done. Reporting for duty.
Now if he has weapon removal, that'll take care of the Vinecleaver and make room for Tyrion. If he doesn't, this is just gonna build up a lot of little pressure. Oh. Okay, Abyssal Enforcer. Now this is a pretty perfect combo, so I think we're gonna go for it.
Follow the rule.
Now we could start pressuring him to prevent him from having the easy life taps. I think that's worthwhile. Swinging does give him the mind control tech value, because we'll have 4 minions out. So we have to bear in mind, if he steals one of our bigger minions, are we in a bad spot? It's really only a 1 in 4. If he steals this one, then we're going to have to swing into it and trade a minion in. And that'll be unfortunate, but I think we can handle that. So let's start pressuring him.
Done. Reporting for duty.
By doing this, we're kind of forcing him to have good answers. He might have to AoE, or, alright, there we go, a Hellfire. So we've got an AoE down. But that doesn't clear the board, so he needs more.
Get it out! Get it out!
Side effects? No. Trust me.
This seems like a pretty good place to play Tyrion Forging. He doesn't have much on the board. If we play him and swing for the face, then the only really good answer is a Twisting Nether, in which case he's at 11 health and we have a 15 damage weapon, and then it's our turn to develop, so I think that's the right call.
Put your faith in the light.
The only question is whether we swing face or whether we kill the Mistress. Killing the Mistress plays around a power overwhelming, so we're going to do that.
Job done. Reporting for duty.
Move quickly.
See, because if we didn't do that, he could trade this in to kill the shield, then power overwhelming and trade, and that would be 6 damage to kill the Tyrion, and then he wouldn't have to use any of his powerful AoE effects. Okay, Siphon Soul. Perhaps he has an ooze. Nope, no ooze. Okay, so we're still in a pretty good spot. If we use the Spike Ridge Steed, we can trade and trade, and he'll be left with just a 1/1. Seems like a pretty good deal. It also lets us hero power, and we're going to want to do that more and more as time goes on.
For justice.
The battle. Reporting for duty. The battle.
This just makes it so that we have a stickier board, so it's going to be harder for him to get through. We're low on health, but we have a lot of healing in our deck, so I'm actually not too worried. The biggest issue is just going to be forcing our opponent to keep spending his resources. Eventually, I'm expecting him to play in Zoth, and that's when we're going to Pyromancer equality. The hit first, then the tap is a bit weird. You should usually draw first before you start making weird plays on the board.
I am a courageous dinomancer.
Okay, he discarded no minions. Oh no, deathrattle, not a... I thought this was a battle cry, but it's not, it's a deathrattle. Okay. Well, in this case, we could just take the 5 damage. That puts us down to 8, which means double Soulfire would kill us, so that's a little bit scary. We should probably draw. This will give us 1 Kodo and one of those Hydrologist Murlocs. We aren't running any dragons, so this will draw us 2. That'll put us up to 9 cards. We'll still have 3 mana left, so we might want to Alder Peacekeeper this.
I wonder.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Follow the rule.
We're going to kill the 1/1, just to give him fewer options.
The battle.
For justice.
And hitting him in the face here means that he has to worry about dying now, which is going to limit his options even more, because now he has to heal, and he has to deal with the board. That makes it very difficult for him to develop things like Zoth. We also have 3 taunts up, because we have this guy, and the deathrattle Stegodon. So he's never getting through to our face. He would have to kill us with pure spells. We're pretty safe, and he's in a near checkmate situation, so we'll see how he gets out of it.
So many possibilities. Almost out of time.
Okay, Soulfire gone, and that looked like a Blood Fury potion. So on board, we are 1 damage off, but we have the Defender of Argus, so
My shield.
good game, well played.
The battle.
For justice.
Alright, thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.